From Lakeville North High School, welcome to this presentation of the National Premier Soccer League as the Minnesota Blizzard gets set to host the Minnesota Twin Stars FC. It is the first of 3 straight home games for the Blizzard to wrap up on their inaugural season in the NPSL, and is a rematch of their first ever game in the league that came in early May. May 11th, was it? Or May 18th, maybe it was. May 11th, we'll go with the first one there. That was the very first game for the Blizzard. They played at Park Center High School and had the lead a time or two against this squad before coming up short 3-2 in that first ever game. The Blizzard got the only goal of the first half in that game in mid-May. Anwar Hamed on a great cross from Leo Runestad. Ashton Frost sent a nice ball to Runestad that set up that play, and Blizzard keeper Shea Wirt, who is now out with injury and had just arrived at that point a couple of days beforehand, had multiple saves in the first half to keep the Blizzard ahead. Twin Stars tied it up. The Blizzard retook the lead. This time it came from Hamed, as Ryan Dubois collected a ball and crossed it to Frost for the goal, but it started with Hamed that time. The Twin Stars then leveled the score a couple of minutes later and then broke the deadlock in the 82nd minute. So a late goal cost the Blizzard FC a chance to win their first ever game. At the time, owner Chad Hendricks said, "We had 5 guys arrive from college just days before, so we hadn't had much training time together. Coach Forrest had a great game plan, and the guys did fantastic." A game they lost 3-2. A game that started a stretch of very close games for the Blizzard early on in the season. While they did lose to Fusion, who is the top team in the league, 4-0, they had another 3-2 setback against Joy St. Louis Park, had the draw with the Sioux Falls Thunder in home opener after that. So a lot of tight games early on. A couple of games in the latter stages here have not been so tight, but at the same time, the Blizzard have been in their games here lately as well as they continue to look for their first win of the season. The game second to the last one was a 1-1 draw with Sioux Falls. They had a 3-2 loss to the Siouxland United FC team, a game where the Blizzard could very well have picked up the victory. So some close games. The Duluth game, not so much. And we'll talk a little bit about a 10-0 setback with Coach Forrest Randall in the halftime report. Roy on the microphone, Addie on the camera, as we get set for the introduction of tonight's players and tonight's game. Coming into the contest for the Twin Stars, they are sitting in a tie for third place in the North Conference with 14 points. Top 4 teams make the playoffs, so they are in good position. But it is pretty tight, with Duluth leading the way with 22 points. The Dakota Fusion, who have given up 1 goal on the entire season, 1 goal in 9 matches is all they've allowed. They have 21 points, so they are in a solid second place. The drop-off to the Twin Stars and Joy St. Louis Park, both with 4 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses, each sitting at 14 points. And then Siouxland, certainly not out of the race, with 12 points on their season total so far. Then comes Sioux Falls at 7 points, and the Blizzard 2 points in the conference standings in the North Conference. And that is not going to be enough to make the playoffs in their first year, but we'll hear what Coach Forrest Randall has to say about the approach, the attitude, the plan here in these final 3 games of the season when we get to our halftime report. Players are getting set for the walk-in, lead-up, and then the introductions that will then follow. So we'll watch that lead on here in just a moment. The Minnesota Blizzard FC will be wearing the black uniforms today, white numbers, some white trim. White uniforms trimmed in red and yellow for the Twin Stars as they get organized and set to come out with the officials. Hey, this Monday, July 1st, the Blizzard FC teaming up with B52 Burgers and Brew in Lakeville for a watch party as Team USA faces Uruguay. And watch it with the Blizzard. 4 p.m. till close. You can, on social media, find a certificate, print out, bring that to B52 on Monday, And then a portion of proceeds of your purchases will be donated back to Minnesota Blizzard FC. That's this Monday, July 1st, starting at 4 p.m. at B52 in downtown Lakeville. And that should be a very fun event. Get to meet the players and personnel, team officials, off the pitch. Get something good to eat and drink, burgers and brew, B52, downtown Lakeville, and U.S. versus Uruguay. For the Twin Stars, their goalie is Bala Katanga. Wearing number 3, Juan Carell. Wearing number 5 for the Twin Stars, Osman Cisse. Number 6 is Jafar Abdul Rahman. Number 7 is Carlos Boquin. Number 9 is Sadra Golzarian. Number 11 is David Diawara. Number 15 for the Twin Stars, Edgar Ludina. Number 22 is Ivan Adika. Number 25 is Francis Enajay. And number 26 is Abdul Salam Akanola. The coach and trainer is Youssef Darbaki, the Twin Stars, out of the Brooklyn Park and Park Center High School for their home pitch. Twin Stars 4 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. For the Minnesota Blizzard, wearing number 3, Jaden Weffel. Wearing number 5 is Max Just. Number 12, Josh Anderson. Number 13, Ashton Hostler. Number 16, Ashton Frost. Number 18 is Landon Atkins. 19, Carter Hermanson. Number 24 is Ryan Dubois. Number 25, Reed Wolf. 29 is Giovanni Cascone. And number 97, Dylan Ehlers. Coaches include assistant coach Jason Obarski, and the head coach for the Blizzard is Forrest Randall. National anthem to be presented today by Olivia Enselment. Very nice job, Olivia Anselment, on the national anthem here at Lakeville North High School for NPSL Soccer, the Blizzard and the Twin Stars. Christian Brothers, Great Automotive Services. Check them out at their Lakeville location or their 3 other locations in the metro. Big thanks to all the great sponsors for Blizzard Soccer in their inaugural season, eventually moving to the indoor realms at the Warner Coliseum as part of the Major Arena Soccer League 2, with the return of indoor soccer to Minnesota this winter with this same Blizzard organization. Watch for more details on that. Fire up the scoreboard, get things ready to roll here in half number 1. Blizzard are in the black. White numbers huddled up to our left. Keeper Ehlers in kind of a teal green uniform. And the Twin Stars in white primarily with the red numbers. And they've got red and gold or red and yellow trim. 3-2 in the first meeting. That was a hot day. Cooled off when the sun went down, but that was a hot day, pretty warm day on May 18th when these teams met for the first game ever for the Blizzard. Last season, the Twin Stars did make the playoffs. They finished in fourth in the North Conference. Lost to Duluth in the first round 5-1. Med City, who beat the Fusion in the first round, went on to beat Duluth in the next round of the playoffs a year ago. See how my clock is going to work here today for this one. As we get set to start this off, the Blizzard will have the ball initially. 45-minute halves about to head off. Great to have you watching on Game Time Media. Roy with you and Addie on the camera. The National Premier Soccer League, and we are underway. Underway with the Blizzard going right to left. Anderson. Coach Randall said the possession time might have been a slight advantage for the Twin Stars the first time, but he felt his team had some pretty good scoring chances. Give and go, return to Atkins, lost it there. That one's going to go out and belong to the Blizzard. So just underway here in the first half. Very windy day, low humidity, great temperatures, and for the exertion that those guys will be putting out on the field, the wind will help cool them down, and the humidity low as Dubois handles under some pressure. Hermanson guides it forward, big collision, and a player is still down as the ball goes out. Player for the Twin Stars took the brunt of that collision with Hermanson, who also was kind of looked like he was holding his upper body for a moment. But a player is down for the Twin Stars, who are a bit undermanned today as well. Some of these players are participating in a tournament of some sort that has them off the roster for today's game. Clock will continue to run at this time. Stoppage time later on will handle any pauses we get during the action itself. Subway by McStop, official post-game fuel for the Blizzard. Get a sub at the Blizzard game concession stand. Eat fresh. So everyone is back and ready to go, catching his breath a bit. Cisse. And this one will be Ehlers to play. Has to hurry up to that one, looking for Atkins. Knocked the other way, and a little bit of transition. Max just kind of getting his arm around Bokeen a little bit. Not enough to draw a whistle, but trying just to disrupt his play. That'll be out off of a Blizzard player. Max just scored in the 85th minute against Sioux Falls a couple of games ago to draw the Blizzard into a tie with the Thunder down in Sioux Falls, which allowed the Blizzard to get their second point in the conference standings and a second draw with Sioux Falls after they had the same result in the first game ever here in Lakeville for the Blizzard. A 1-1 game with Sioux Falls, and Max just had that play out of Lakeville South High School, incidentally, and a Gustavus Adolphus player that allowed the Blizzard to get a draw 2 games ago. The last game was the Duluth game. That was a tough one, 10-0 in favor of Duluth FC. Pretty dominant second half after a 3-0 first half, I believe, is how that one went. And with the ball, Cisse. Twin Stars will take their time a little bit as the Blizzard just get their defense set up to make it difficult to get through the middle third. Atkins to Hermanson. Hermanson, I thought he was going to pass it back to Atkins. Now a pass intercepted by Cisse. And a steal back by Dubois. Dubois gives to Hermanson. He gets bumped off the ball just a bit by Enajay. Blizzard still get it through. Atkins, that will result in... Is it just a throw-in? Or are they ruling it was out off the Blizzard? Apparently ruling it was out off the Blizzard. Don't know that I saw it that way, but a goal kick is what gets called on this one. Bala Katanga, Katanga, the goalkeeper, wearing the pink, wearing the number 1 as well for the Twin Stars. Cisse, he'll roll it back to Katanga. Turns that one over. Player falls down, allows Just to get to the ball. Max Just. Turns, splits the defense. Lobs it forward. Had Hostler go in instead on that far wing. Player over there for it was Jaden Weffel. Results in a goal kick for the Twin Stars. Weffel comes out of Northfield and Viterbo College. And the Twin Stars. Good job trying to trap that one by Golzarian. That'll be guided out of bounds by Ehlers, and a throw in here for the Twin Stars. A cross that overshot everything and results in a goal kick for the Blizzard.
That's a Blizzard's goal kick.
Almost 6 minutes in. So we are in the 6th minute, 45-minute halves. And then Weffel not able to keep that one in play. Both teams have a lot of changes. This league has a lot of changes game to game with different players in and out of the lineup. So both of these teams have used a multitude of players, and that seems to be the case for most of the teams while researching these games. Wolf heads that one onto the Twin Stars bench. For the Blizzard, Just, as I said, has scored a goal against Sioux Falls recently. Hamed has a goal on the year. Hostler in the game tonight has a goal. Atkins had 2 goals in the last game. Frost has a goal. That came from the season opener. And Broughton has a couple of goals on the season. Broughton not in the lineup tonight. So a handful of players with some finishing off some plays. Blizzard have not scored a lot of goals, which is an area that, of course, they want to work on. So we get a foul on the Twin Stars. Now, a little discussion. I don't think he brought out a yellow card. Foul on the Twin Stars. Blizzard will crank it up again. Line drive shot headed the other way. A lot of Twin Stars there. A little touch pass was intended for Golzarian. And now an interception made by Atkins. He taps it to Just. His pass is intercepted. And getting out of there with it is Enajay. And they'll tie in Katanga. And the battle for the ball, Wolf is going to get called on a foul here. Twin Stars looking to get things going right away. One of the Blizzard players forces him to slow down a bit. And a race to the ball, getting there as Ehlers just in front of the striker for the Twin Stars. And that is Golzarian. Cisse, he'll just kick that out and force the Blizzard for a throw in on the touchline. Right in front of the Blizzard bench. And now a little bit of breathing room for the home team here at Lakeville North. One game was at South, otherwise home games all here at North High School. Both fields of artificial turf. There's a big collision that does result in a foul called against the Blizzard. Four officials on the field. Dubois indicating where that ball should start. So the Blizzard a couple of times, just keeping the Twin Stars maybe from setting the pace by slowing down a couple of those direct kicks. Right on the edge of the box. That's tapped out to Adika. Crosses that. A couple of Blizzard players make an effort at it. One gets his foot on the ball. Weffel, nice job marking up and stealing the ball. Great play by Jaden Weffel. And it is Hermanson, that passed it back to Wolf. Some pressure being put on by the Twin Stars to force a turnover. Might get a whistle and a foul against the Twin Stars on that one. Couple of fouls on each squad so far, and a restart for the Blizzard. 11th minute of the opening half. No score, no real scoring chances. Each team has had the ball in front of the opposing team's goal a couple of times. And this one kind of over kicking the coverage a bit. Nice job stepping up for a steal. Might have been just. I'm going to say Cascone, actually. Could have been the guy there. Turn back over to the Twin Stars. And then this one rolls and will result in a goal kick. Canada Bloom, wealth and solutions committed to helping you succeed. The ways they can help you are based on experience, not quick wins or fads. Give them a call and discuss how they can help. Canada Bloom, wealth and solutions. Ellers approaches. Just got his head on it. Hermanson lost it to Abdul Rahman. Little heel kick. Intercepted by Josh Anderson. Looking ahead to Dubois. Overran it. Hermanson sneaks in there. Boy, a lot of pressure, collisions, and okay, good opportunity at a kick here for the Blizzard, and a yellow card has been issued. Yellow card issued on the Twin Stars. Arguing their case.
Yellow card has been given to Minnesota Twin Stars number 3, Juan Corral.
Corral is the one called on the card, a yellow. And the direct kick coming from about 30 yards out. Middle, right smack dab in the middle, right on top of that arc for, I think it's a lacrosse arc, but right in the center of the field. A four-man wall being set up by the Twin Stars. It appears that Frost, wind whipping through his jersey, lining up to kick it. There's two players there, actually. Instead, it's a left-footed boot, and that one goes right into the wall. Then just lobs it from long range, and it is just over everything.
Goal kick, Twin Stars.
I think it was Hermanson that took the kick, I believe. So a good chance there for the Blizzard, but right into the wall, and now it's a goal kick for the Twin Stars. This Monday, July 1st, 4 till close at B52 Burgers and Brew. 30% of sales donated back to the Minnesota Blizzard. If you come in with a coupon you can find on social media, join the Minnesota Blizzard FC, watch USA versus Uruguay on Monday, this Monday, July 1st, 4 till close at B52 in Lakeville. Just battles hard with Bokeen for the ball. The whistle goes against the Blizzard. And a little too quick on the restart. Blizzard player was still down. Again, Blizzard just trying to help control the tempo here a little bit. 15th minute, first half. Cisse over to Corral. A little bit of bumping, but possession didn't change. Twin Stars continue with the ball. That's Bokeen. Finds a player behind. A shot, a save by Ehlers. And tipped forward, top of the box. Drop pass. Akita sets it up. There's a shot, a redirect, and then cleared out of there off the left foot of one of the Blizzard players, leading to a rush to the other end with Hostler. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Twin Stars, so a Blizzard throw-in. Best scoring chance of the game so far going to the Twin Stars, but this stays a 0-0 game in the 16th minute. And finally, Frost back to Wolf. He will send it back to Ehlers. We chatted with Shea Wirt in our previous game here at Lakeville. He was the starting keeper against the Twin Stars back in mid-May, and is since out with some concussion protocol. Hostler races to the ball, but the Twin Star player has the angle on him. And then hurrying into the corner, that is Atkins, keeping it active, goes to Hermanson. Hermanson has his pocket picked by Adika. And then out a throw-in here for the Blizzard. So the throw-in from Hermanson. The header just has it measured. Cascone chops it down, intercepted. Nice pass, at least it looked like a nice pass. It overshot his man. Anderson came up with the steal, and he'll push that all the way back to Ehlers. Twin Stars come away with it. Abdul Rahman. Give and go didn't work so well. Out off the Blizzard, though, so a throw in for the Twin Stars. 18th minute. 3 games to go on the season for the Blizzard, including this one. Gulzarian into the corner. Anderson marking up on him. Now the ball on the edge of the box. Gulzarian rolls it back to Abdul Rahman. He looks for Adika. Frost spears it away. Twin Stars maintain possession. Abdul Rahman. Cisse will dribble through traffic. Turn over to Just. But Corral is there for the Twin Stars. Akinola. He goes through traffic. Ball rolls toward Ehlers. He'll have to play this one with a Twin Star bearing down on him. Punt. Kept that one a little closer to the ground. Didn't get as much air underneath it. It is a very windy day. The wind, I would think, would affect some of those punts. And at times the Blizzard have had trouble maintaining possession after the punt when it comes to the jump ball at midfield. So this time, whether it be the wind or just a different tactic, the Blizzard kept that punt a little lower to the ground. Golzarian. Then he gets a pass. Here's an opportunity, a kick. What a save by Ehlers, denying Akinola, who had an excellent scoring chance. The opportunity not over, and the ball goes off the side of the crossbar for the football games. Bokeen had an opportunity. But Abdusalam Akinola will be having nightmares about that opportunity, and what a save by Dylan Ehlers out of Eden Prairie, and he's a Gustavus guy and makes a huge stop. So he has had a couple of those in this one, keeping his team in a 0-0 game. And they'll lose that one to the Blizzard. Another Blizzard throw in from the middle third. They'll leave this one for the trail guy. 20th minute, approaching the midway point of the first half. The throw in, maintained by Dubois. Dubois dribbles along that goal line. That's out. Who was last to touch it? And that is a corner kick. So the first corner kick of the game goes to the Blizzard. And Frost, Ashton Frost, will take the corner. I think that's Hermanson, who is right on the shoulder of keeper Katatanga. And Frost, right foot on the ball. And headed out of there. Great job on the header by Corral. And now an opportunity. Racing the other direction, the pass was a little stronger. Enajay might have had a breakaway. Instead, Enajay now has to deal with Weffel, who's on him. And the Blizzard clear that attempt. So good job by Enajay sneaking past that final layer of defense. But the pass didn't quite work. Oh, so close for the Twin Stars. As I said, the Twin Stars had a real good season last season. Ended up being one of the top 4 to make the postseason playoffs. They were 4 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws, but that was enough to be the number 4 team in the division or in the conference last season. Hermanson toes it forward, and then Cisse will run a little interference and allow his keeper Katanga to get on the ball. Is he injured? Did he get nicked by the players coming toward him? Could have been friendly fire. Could have been a Blizzard player. But in either case, Katanga is holding his left leg and grimacing in pain. A trainer will come off the sideline at this point. The Unparalleled Group, the official security company for Minnesota Blizzard FC. Holiday Inn in Lakeville, the official hotel of Minnesota Blizzard FC. After tonight, the Blizzard have 2 games remaining. Joy St. Louis Park on Tuesday, so a fairly quick turnaround. Tuesday, July 2nd, that'll be a 7 o'clock kick here at Lakeville North High School. And then next Saturday, July 6th, the Blizzard will host the Dakota Fusion. The Fusion, the top team in the conference, with their unbeaten record. The Fusion, 6 wins, 3 draws, no losses, 21 points. Duluth has more points at 22 points, but Duluth has also played several more games, so the website lists the Dakota Fusion as the top team in the conference because of games in hand, I guess, or better percentages, what have you. They have not lost. But Duluth does have more points than Dakota. All that'll even out when every team has played their full allotment of games. Goalkeeper being checked by the trainer. A team that is a little bit undermanned. I don't know if they have a backup keeper dressed. Just like the Blizzard, I don't know that the Blizzard have a backup keeper dressed because Shea Wirt is out with injury. And left leg, left knee, left lower leg being looked at of Katanga's as he comes back onto his feet, walking gingerly. Blizzard have battled through some injuries this season. I mentioned Shea Wirt. He's been out. Logan Thompson, I think, is the young man that was injured in that very first game up at Park Center High School against this Twin Stars team when he slid into the goal post and is working on recovering. And some others have been nicked up by injury. Most teams would have to battle through that, of course, but it doesn't help. Midway through the first half, 25th minute. Long pass ahead is rejected. Frost will chop it up the far sideline. Trying to fight for it is Hostler. Kept away from him. Enajay, give and go. Tips it up that far sideline, goes out. That'll be a Blizzard throw in. They've got a smaller crew of ball kids working the game today, but they're hustling and doing their best. The two names I have are Braden and Rush. Not sure if I'm seeing a third ball kid out there as the Blizzard have a chance coming in from the right. Drop pass, shot, kick, save. What a save by Katanga, still there. Atkins shoots just wide of the far post. Atkins, who had 2 goals in a recent game, clubs himself on the head of the missed opportunity as the Blizzard have now had a great chance to score as well, just as the Twin Stars did not long ago, and Twin Stars have had a couple of great saves by Ehlers, keep them off the sheet. And that was a great stop and then a great follow-up and then a missed opportunity. Halftime interview is coming up with Coach Forrest Randall, and he'll talk about missed opportunities in the very first game of the season against this squad up at Park Center High School. So at this point, though, both teams have had at least one, if not 2, great opportunities that they didn't cash in on. Scoring is not easy in general. Been a few 0-0 draws, 0-0 draws as the Blizzard get another rush going. Good defensive job by Ludina that time. However, he's called on a foul. And a free kick coming for the Blizzard down from good distance out to maybe get it over the wall. But we'll see what we get, where they're going to they're going to take the ball all the way out, 40 yards out to start it up. Thought maybe would start in a little deeper than that. So it's a little ways out. 27th minute of the first half. And a fake. And then a pass. Weffel looks to cross it. And that was broken up by, I think that was Adika. It was either Adika or Enajay. Another throw-in coming here for the Blizzard. Quick throw-in. And he was looking for, thought it was Hostler, but I can't see the number now. Results in a goal kick for the Twin Stars, and Katanga will just tap it forward. And the Blizzard will make the Twin Stars work to get into the middle third, let alone control the ball through half, or through the midfield, I should say. Good pass leads to quite an opportunity for Bokin, and Ehlers will come out to deny with that ball a little bit in front of him. Players tumble down, foul whistled against the Blizzard, and slow to get up, although he is actually up fairly quickly, is Ludina. And that restart. I don't know that I have a number 10, to be quite honest, on my roster, if that was a 10 that restarted it. There's a little bit of confusion figuring out numbers for the Twin Stars today. I do know who number 19 is, Hermanson. Hermanson, kind of a 3-on-2. Taps it forward, Hostler. Hostler shot, save. Right on the top of the box. Number 13, Ashton Hostler, who already has a goal on the season. But that one is saved by Katanga. And again, the Twin Stars just pretty deliberate there, back and forth between the defensemen before they find a little bit of a passing lane. Dubois forces the issue, then the long shot down the pitch. Weffel chopped at it, then Akinola. Pass, once again they spring a man, a chance, Ehlers is there. He slows it down and reaches back and grabs the ball. Been a few of these breaks where they've been able to spring a player. This time it was Golzarian that had the chance, and Ehlers comes up big once again. He's had a very effective game. 30th minute. Interview with the coach comes up at the half from our conversation pre-match tonight on a breezy night here at Lakeville North High School. Max just gets that to Weffel. Weffel gets tripped up and a foul. Fouls are even on my tabulation at 4 a team. Only one corner kick in the game. That belongs to the Blizzard. And this foul will result in a free kick that Frost appears to be setting up. How about those shoes? Lime green. Actually, Frost just set it up for his teammate. Love those shoes, though. A strong green. This is just a drive headed the other way by one of the Twin Stars, and then that pass intercepted. Dubois chases to it, battles against Adika for it. Golzarian rolls that back to Cisse. Cisse thought better of throwing it over to Katanga. So good passing in tight quarters, give and go, the race to the ball. Adika can't get there before Cascone, and that one was last touched by the Twin Stars, so this is a Blizzard throw-in. And Anderson put it into play, back to Josh Anderson. His pass deflected, nicely done there by Bokeen to come up with the steal on what looked like it would just be a little simple pass across, and now the Twin Stars will get their organization together to find a path through the defense, middle third, and they're into the offensive half. Swung over to the left side in the box, a shot, and just a little high. Getting a lot of shots in this game, and from that left side, I believe that was Enajay. Francis Enajay, I believe he comes out of the Congo. Rainbow pass ahead. Might get a whistle on that or might not. Cisse out-muscled Dubois. No whistle. Play continues. The left-footed pass and somehow maintain possession. Bokeen. And Akinola. He dribbles. Passes left side. Getting up there for it, Ludina. Good pressure. I think it was Weffel over there for the Blizzard getting in his way, marking him up. Ball still in the box. Now just outside that box, a shot and a save by Ehlers. He had time to see that one coming at him. Didn't have a lot of oomph on it, but he fell down in front of it, made the solid stop to keep this 0-0 in the 33rd minute of the first half. Momentum carried the Twin Star player into a member of the Blizzard, but no whistle comes on that contact. And the Twin Stars will work it around Adika with the ball. Looking for Golzarian. And Golzarian's pass intercepted, deflected. Anderson tips it. Twin Stars work with it and get the ball over to Abdul Rahman. Cisse, and they go from there. Pass offline. Weffel knocks it out off his head. That'll be a throw in for the Twin Stars. Play their home games at Park Center High School, Brooklyn Park. So it's North Metro versus South Metro, if you will. These players are from all over the state, country, and world, however. So it's North Metro versus South Metro at North High School in Lakeville. Right on that Panther head, and there's a whistle behind the play. There's a player down. He camouflaged with the white letter Panthers in the right on the edge of the penalty box area. One of the Blizzard players is going over to check on the player for the Twin Stars who's down. He's in a seated position right now. That's Reed Wolf, who's right there to lend a show of support to the opponent, who's back up on his feet. Chef Neil's Healthy Meals. Great healthy food options with delivery. Check them out on their website. Use promo code SOCCER10 for a 10% discount on all orders. Toka Soccer. Check out their upgraded facility in Burnsville. They are the official indoor training site of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Toka Soccer. T-O-C-A. "36th minute. The ball was on the Panther head when the whistle sounded for the player down. Possession, the Twin Stars. Tap to Abdul Rahman. Rejected, but the Twin Stars still work with it. That pass is deflected enough that it denies them the opportunity for now, and Atkins put it out. Throw in for the Twin Stars, and this one is out off the Twin Stars. So a throw-in opportunity now for the Blizzard in this final 10 minutes of the first half. Headed by Dubois. Hermanson, I believe that is. Lost out off of him. So it's a throw-in for the Twin Stars. Katanga. Good to see that he appears to be fully functional on both legs after getting smacked in the knee during a couple of players bearing down on him a few minutes back. We'll have some stoppage time when the 45-minute mark hits because there was an injury right away, and there have been a couple of other stoppages that'll get tacked on. Weffel guides that one forward in traffic, turned over. Chopped through the middle third, little back pass, opportunity for the Twin Stars. Swings it wide for Adika. Give and go back to Akinola. Akinola races into the box. Anderson kind of shields him off the ball, and I believe a goal kick comes out of this. Good job. Yet to come for the Twin Stars. They are at the Fusion on Tuesday. Fusion lead the league without having had a loss on the season, have been given up just one goal. So tough assignment coming up for them. And then they've got Joy St. Louis Park on July 6th. And interestingly enough, for the Blizzard, it's just the opposite. They have Joy on Tuesday here, and then Dakota Fusion comes here to Lakeville North next Saturday, July 6th. So same two remaining teams for each of these two teams, and that pass misses, resulting in a goal kick. I believe we have 3 ball kids at this point, and I know the names of 2 of them. I don't know the name of the third. So they're working hard. Some games they've had full youth teams of 6 or 8 ball kids racing around, but the 3 that are out here for tonight have done a great job keeping play flowing along. Pass looking for Dubois. Cisse knocks it the other way. Big collision there in midfield. That one is going to get called against the Twin Stars, but a player for the Blizzard took the rough end of that and is up limping, but is going to work that out. He of the lime green shoes, Mr. Frost. So the Blizzard, Weffel fires that in, diving, makes the two-handed stop, knocked it down anyway with the two hands, did Katanga, then retrieves it. And now a long pass to the middle third. Golzarian, he suffers a little bit of a collision. Cascone says, sorry about that, man. And the ball is a foul whistled against the Blizzard. Swung over to the left side. I don't know if that's Diawara or not wearing number 10. I do not have a number 10 after consulting with the coaches for the Twin Stars. See if I can figure out anything off the app at halftime on that. Closing in on the final 5 or 6 minutes plus stoppage time of the first half. Both teams with excellent chances to score. Here's another opportunity brewing for Adika, but can't quite get to the ball in time, and it's a goal kick. They've got some netting right behind each of the goals here that keeps the errant balls, in some cases, from going too far away, making the ball kids' job a little easier. This will belong to the Twin Stars. Tipped back to Adika. And that'll be a throw in for the Twin Stars. That one ends up going out off of Dubois. Ball comes back to Adika. Centered. And on the left flank. Approaching the penalty area. Just outside of it. Across. And that one goes all the way through, resulting in a goal kick for Ehlers and the Blizzard. Instead of playing on Wednesday next week, games are on Tuesday, the 2nd of July, rather than having games on July 3rd. And then the regular season wraps up on the 6th. I think that is, that's the final day of regular season games. Then the top 4 teams, right now it's Duluth, the Fusion, these Twin Stars, and Joy. But Siouxland is right behind. And with every opportunity, with games remaining, to possibly overtake someone. Certainly Siouxland would be cheering for the Blizzard today, for instance. Siouxland is also in its first year of a program, and it was quite a game when they were here a week or two ago, week and a half ago, whatever that was. They rallied late to beat the Blizzard when it looked really good for Minnesota Blizzard. Nice pass. Then it rolls it for Hermanson to come through with a head of steam. Hermanson, there's too much traffic for him to get through. Dubois gets dragged down a bit, no whistle. Possession maintained. Frost leads for Hostler. Hostler has a couple options in the middle, and that one didn't get all the way through to Atkins on the left side. And the whistle actually appears to be a foul against the Blizzard. Down deep seems to be what the call is. And slow to get back to his feet is Adika. Ivan Adika, but he is back on his feet, and the ball is kicked into motion in this 43rd minute of the first half. Swinging it wide for Boquin. He gets his pass away, then threaded through to Adika. Adika has a man in the middle, Golzarian. Pass was a little behind him, though. Now to Dubois, and he doesn't get a good swing on that with Cisse marking him up. And Abdul Rahman works it back to Corral. Corral has the one yellow in this first half. Abdul Rahman with the ball on his feet. Looks for Cisse. And the Twin Stars will take their time. Look for the passing lanes as the Blizzards sit back. Look for a loose ball, and there it is. Cisse has an open man on that far wing. Weffel hustles over. Getting passed along the way. The shot is in, and they have scored from the left wing. Good speed down there to get around that final defender and put it in. I think that's Golzarian on the goal. And it is 1-0 in favor of the Twin Stars. Golzarian scores. I think it was the 44th minute. They had trouble with the scoreboard last time, too, putting up goals for the opposing team. Oh, looks like it's going to work this time, though. I know they had a little trick with the scoreboard next door. Golzarian scores. I believe that's his first goal of the season, according to my research. And a 1-0 lead in the closing minutes of this first half. Golzarian races in. He's got some size, too, and he's quick on his feet. And a 1-0 lead. That pass overshot Atkins, rather, and it's a throw-in now for Adika. So now we've gone into stoppage time. There should be several minutes, although I don't know we really find out up here in the press box until we finally get a whistle. Golzarian shielded off by Cascone. And what is the ruling? Ruling is a corner. So this will be the first corner for the Twin Stars. So they score a goal and right away get a set piece to work on. A couple of players have come into the corner, so they may go short on this. 2 players in the corner, and it is just a short play. Then a give and go right back to Golzarian. Makes a kind of sliding effort at the ball. That's blocked out of the penalty area, but right back in. Then Cascone with the header. Just misses on a header. Then quite a little battle between Corral and the Blizzard player. Eventually the Blizzard do come away with the ball. Now the race is on. First to it is Adika. Got to it before Atkins could get there. So second minute of stoppage time. I see a fan back with one of those Subway sandwiches from the concession stand. How about that? Subway by McStop. Sponsor of Blizzard Soccer. And this ball belongs to the Blizzard. Now it could be the official tells the players how much time there is as to their urgency for any given moment in time, but I am not aware of how much stoppage time we'll have. Anderson, pass, one touch, and a foul. And an explanation will follow, a foul against the Twin Stars. And a player for the Blizzard is slow to get to his feet. Right foot, right toe for Max Just. He grimaces a bit as he gets back up and walks it off. Anderson will get the direct kick, the free kick. Third minute of stoppage time. Lofts that, front of the box, headed out. Dubois can't get a clear angle on it. Comes out, Frost misfires on it. And then it's Akinola. Golzarian in the race. Golzarian, Ehlers gets to it first. Just in the nick of time. And that is a truck racing toward him. But he gets to the ball, kicks it out. It'll be, oh, we've got a yellow card. Yellow card has been issued on mystery number 10. Maybe now I'll find out who number 10 is if they happen to know in the booth next door, because I don't know who number 10 is. So yellow card on the Twin Star player.
Yellow card has been issued to number 10, Rolando Barclay for the Twin Stars.
Okay, we're going with Barclay, although I was told Barclay isn't here. But we're going with Barclay because that's the number that's on a previous roster for the Twin Stars. He's a pretty dangerous scorer based on the season to date so far, and that will be the end of the first half. First half comes to a conclusion with a 1-0 advantage for the Twin Stars FC.
And then we will turn off the sound system again until needed in the second half. I'd like to thank our sponsors, X-Hydration.
Once again, a reminder that this Monday, July 1st, 4 till close at B52 in Lakeville, great opportunity to enjoy Team USA against Uruguay with the Blizzard. So great opportunity to meet members of the Blizzard at that time as well. That's this Monday, July 1st, from 4 till close at B52 in downtown Lakeville. That'll be a fun event. X-Hydration, the official sports drink and kit sponsor of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Check out their Arctic Blast flavor sold at home games and at Hy-Vee very soon. Clear Choice Consulting, supporting dental offices to reach new heights for over 5 years. And Herbert's and Gerbert's, the Blizzard sandwich sponsor. Visit the Lakeville location for an awesome sub, Herbert's and Gerbert's. So a 1-0 lead for the Twin Stars. Golzarian scored in the 44th minute. And the Twin Stars, who were denied by Ehlers several times along the way in that first half, find their way to a 1-0 lead at the break. Each team had one corner kick in the first half, and fouls, I have on my book 7 whistled against the Twin Stars and 6 fouls called on the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Other games that were going on today as we hit the final games of the regular season. Sioux Falls at Joy, St. Louis Park. And Sioux Falls kind of in a position to play the role of spoiler. Joy, St. Louis Park right now sitting in that tie for the 3rd spot with these Twin Stars. And Siouxland, who is fighting for a playoff spot, they will have their hands full today, however, battling the Fusion. The Fusion have been very stingy. They have given up 1 goal on the season. They've scored 17, so they're not averaging a ton of goals per game compared to Duluth, that has scored more than twice that number of goals on the season at 39 goals on the season. But nonetheless, Siouxland will likely have a tough assignment today playing the Fusion, as Siouxland is just outside the playoff picture right now, but still in the running. Siouxland will host Sioux Falls next Tuesday. The Blizzard hosts Joy St. Louis Park, and the Fusion and the Twin Stars play on Tuesday as well. And then July 6th, next Saturday, the final game of the regular season for the Blizzard. They'll host the Fusion. Duluth will be at Siouxland. There's a road trip. Duluth has got a lock on the playoffs, and Siouxland might be in a position where a win could get them in. And then Joy and the Twin Stars will face off, and right now those two teams are tied for 3rd, so some interesting seeding possibilities when that final night of the regular season rolls around next Saturday, July 6th. Here, 1-0 is where we stand at the half. 1-0 at the half. Twin Stars FC leading the Minnesota Blizzard, and we'll bring in the Blizzard coach for a few comments. Kind of into the stretch run here now. 3 more games to go. You get to play them all on your home pitch. What are you looking to accomplish in the final 3?
Really, we came off of a rough game, obviously. 10-0 was nowhere near what we wanted in the last game. So really, we're just looking for a bounce-back performance. That wasn't a good reflection of who we really are and what we've been trying to build. We've got a pretty decent roster for today with attendance, and then we're feeling confident going into it. So really, it's just trying to find some more confidence heading into the final 3, then finishing strong and getting some points.
That's a long bus ride home after a tough game like that. What was the mood on the bus or the conversation at that time?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really speak too much about it. I think everybody really took it on the chin, and we didn't get on top of each other or call each other out, which was really the best part about it, I guess I should say, if there's a positive piece to that. But, the conversations afterwards when we got home was more so, this is not who we are. This is not a representation of what we've been working on. So let's just make sure that we've got nothing to lose for the rest. We're not in the playoff race, so let's just put it all out there for the final three and see how we can really show people what we can put together.
Last time you were on this pitch, a real good chance to get the win. Siouxland kind of grabbed it at the end. What does that say about, I don't know, playing out the full time? Or not that you guys weren't, but what does that just say about the game of soccer that when it looked like it was yours, they come and grab it like that?
Yeah, I think it was a reminder. A lot of these guys are new to the league. It's a reminder to the guys that you have to play 90 plus. The moment you have a lead is when people will scrape their way back into it, and it will happen. You can't be surprised by it. So that was a brutal reminder. But at the same time, it's it's a picture that they needed to see, so that it just doesn't happen again. It's a learning lesson.
And this Twin Stars team, you guys have the lead on them. They're a good team. They're in the playoff hunt right now. What do you need from your guys in this game against this particular team?
Yeah, I think if we can put a complete performance together, we can certainly take a lot of the 3 points here. The last time we played them, it was truly a back and forth. They had a little bit more possession, but we had some great opportunities that we did not tuck away. It could have been easily a 5-3 game. We were right in front of net. We just didn't tap them home. So it's going to be about getting numbers in the box today, really completing our opportunities, and just finishing out the whole match.
Okay. And lastly, I guess on Monday, a little watch party going on at B-52s. Do you know much about what's going on with regard to that?
Not a whole lot of detail, but they're one of our great sponsors. I've been there quite a bit because I'm from the area, and we're excited just to get together off the pitch again, and another opportunity to just celebrate the organization.
All right. Good luck in this one and for the balance.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, there you have Coach Forrest Randall of the Minnesota Blizzard. I did figure out a little mistake on my part. Number 10 is Darbaki, Karim Darbaki. He's wearing number 10. He's the player that is out there, as well as the player that got called on the yellow card late in that first half. So Darbaki wearing number 10. Rosters change a lot from game to game in numbers as well for players. So it adds a little bit of a challenge to keep them all straight, but hopefully have that figured out now. Imagine Theaters have fun at the movies this summer at one of the 9 Metro Imagine locations. Chick-fil-A of Apple Valley. Download the app, enjoy a sandwich at Chick-fil-A of Apple Valley, and show your support for Minnesota Blizzard FC. 1-0, the Twin Stars in front. The season for the Twin Stars was that first game against the Blizzard. They won 3-2, even though the Minnesota Blizzard had a lead. They scored early in that game. The Blizzard did, or they scored, maybe it was just before halftime. They had the only first half goal in that game. Runestad, who has been out for a couple of games here lately, got it to Anwar Hamed for a 1-0 lead. Eventually the Twin Stars tied it up. Blizzard went back ahead. Twin Stars leveled it again and then scored fairly late to get that win 3-2. Then a 2-1 loss to Siouxland. So right away the Twin Stars faced the 2 expansion teams in this North Conference. Then scored a 3-1 win over Duluth. Pretty impressive. Duluth, who returns quite a bit from a team that was the conference champ last season and won their first round game in the postseason. Then a 4-2 win over Siouxland. Pretty quick back-to-back against the same club. So 3 out of 4 wins to start the season for the Twin Stars. Since then, they got routed by Duluth 7-1, suffering 7 yellow cards in the match. They beat Sioux Falls 3-1, lost to Joy St. Louis Park 2-1. They get a chance at redemption on July 6th against Joy. And since then, that 2-1 loss to Joy, a 0-0 draw, 0-0 with the Fusion. Fusion haven't given up many goals, as I said, but to hold the top team in the conference off the board themselves says a lot about the Twin Stars. and then they had the 0-0 draw with Sioux Falls. So they've scored only one goal in their past 3 matches. They did match that with a goal here in the first half of this one. And they have the Fusion next Tuesday, and then Joy, St. Louis Park next Saturday. For the Minnesota Blizzard, the season opened with that 3-2 loss, even though they had some leads at times. Pretty optimistic crew was cheering on the Blizzard that day up at Park Center High School, but a 3-2 loss was the result. And then a 4-0 loss to the Fusion. A 3-2 loss to Joy St. Louis Park. They get Joy here at Lakeville North High School on Tuesday. A 1-1 draw with the Thunder followed that in the home opener on the Memorial Day. Monday, May 27th was the first game here in Lakeville for the Blizzard. And then got into a little bit of a scoring drought. A 5-0 loss to Siouxland after that on the road. A 3-0 loss to Duluth over at Lakeville South High School. Then had the game with Siouxland where the Blizzard was up 2-1 late, and Siouxland scored a couple of goals extremely late. At least one of them was in stoppage time, if not 2 of them, including a penalty kick, to sneak away with a 3-2 win. The Blizzard ended with a 1-1 draw against the Sioux Falls Thunder on the road on June 22nd, so last Saturday, and then took a little bit of a thumping against Duluth, as Coach talked about there. Not the way they want to play. They want to show that they're more competitive here in these final 3 matches to come after that 10-0 loss to Duluth back on Wednesday. Tuesday with Joy St. Louis Park and Saturday with the Dakota Fusion are the 2 that remain. Schmitty & Sons, the official away game transportation for the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Summit Ortho in Lakeville with orthopedic urgent care open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 6 locations metro-wide, including Lakeville. Summit has you covered. Also set up your high school sports physical with them, too. June is about to end. July is about to start. Got to enjoy summer, but might as well put that physical on the calendar as well. This Monday, B52 in Lakeville, that's where to be, 4 till close. Get that flyer, which you can find on various social media. I think it might be on their website. I saw it on, Facebook or X or something like that. Follow the Minnesota Blizzard and print out that flyer. Then 30% of sales will be donated back to the Minnesota Blizzard FC this Monday, July 1st, 4 till close. Watch USA versus Uruguay with the Blizzard. And you do need the flyer to get the advantage and the donation from B52 to the Minnesota Blizzard FC. But in either case, any case, if you can be there at B52, Burgers and Brew on Monday, 4 till close, should be a fun time. And it's a lot of fun to watch soccer in a setting like that with multiple fans taking it in together, and you have that opportunity. And this winter should be pretty exciting. After an absence of more than 30 years, professional indoor soccer is back in the Twin Cities. The Major Arena Soccer League 2 approved the Minnesota Blizzard FC as the league's newest team. So we're talking indoor soccer, high scoring, playing it off the boards and the whole bit at the 5,000-seat Warner Coliseum. Chad Hendricks, who owns this Blizzard and that Blizzard, who owns the Blizzard organization, University of Minnesota guy, got a degree in accounting from Rasmussen, founder of Clear Choice Consulting in the Twin Cities area, was a big fan of the Minnesota Strikers, and is excited to bring indoor soccer back to the Metro. He said in some comments in the online various news sources, says, "My dad and I used to go to all the games and like so many, fell in love with the action, the high scoring. I have a strong passion for the sport. I was hooked after my first game." So be watching for details on the schedule when that gets released and announced for the MASL2, Major Arena Soccer League, indoor soccer. That'll be happening at Warner Coliseum in St. Paul on the State Fairgrounds. Kind of happens over the winter. Teams are back on the pitch, mingling, huddled up to the left just off camera are the Minnesota Blizzard. They're down 1-0. And the Minnesota Twin Stars out of the Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center area scored that goal. I have it as coming in the 44th minute. Golzarian on the marker. His first, I believe, on the season, according to my stats. And it has the Twin Stars up 1-0. Both teams had multiple opportunities in that first half. As we queue up the second half here from Lakeville North High School, Roy on the mic, Addie on the camera. And great to have you along on Game Time Media of this National Premier Soccer League matchup. The inaugural season of the Minnesota Blizzard, looking to get their first victory, and they would need to come from behind second half to pull that off. Ball will belong to the Twin Stars. Are getting the clock ready to count up, I believe, here. Sometimes it's been a little tricky trying to get 45 on there. We've got 45 on the clock, and away we go with the second half. Nope. Clock is not operating. And now we do, and in the arena, there we go. Now the clock is going. High school soccer, they count down on the clock, so some modifications or changes in the settings or something is necessary, but here we go. Halftime, 1-0 Twin Stars. Both teams with chances. Frost taps it over to the left. Back to Just. Just scored a goal against Sioux Falls to tie that one up. This comes across to Weffel, chopped away from him by Ludina. And then Darbaki knees it forward. Or is that Golzarian? That's Golzarian there. Darbaki plays kind of in the middle. That's Darbaki with the ball now. Hooks that forward with the right toe into the box. Batted up high in the air. Headed out of there by Weffel. Darbaki finds it again. Swings it over to the right side this time. And then they get set. Good block by Cascone. Took that one off the lower body, lower legs. Trying to thread a pass through. Golzarian, a quick return pass, and then it is chopped in on Ehlers. And that's a goal. Not a lot of reaction by the Twin Stars, but that's a goal by Akinola. So Akinola knocks it in. Everyone comes over to give him some celebration. Abdul Salam Akinola, in the 47th minute, has his first goal of the season. Late first half, early second half, and the Twin Stars have a pretty big 2-0 advantage. The Blizzard have an entire half. Blizzard have the entire second half to try and pull even in this one. I was surprised at the lack of emotion on scoring the goal. Just kind of matter of fact. Chopped it in over Ehlers and just stood there. Showing like, hey, I've done this before. Although according to my notes, it's his first goal of the season. And this will be a throw in for the Twin Stars. Ludina. Corral. Abdul Rahman. Back to Cisse. Osman Cisse. Have to watch how the Twin Stars' tactics may change if they just work on possession or try and push through the middle. Big collision there. This results in a yellow. And a yellow on Weffel. Weffel with a yellow card. 49th minute. First yellow issued on the Blizzard today. 2 have been called on the Twin Stars. 2-0. Enajay gets it back. That one was then blocked and turned over to the Blizzard. Enajay follows it over to that right wing. Out off the Blizzard, so the Minnesota Twin Stars FC get a throw in. Darbaki quickly guided that throw in kick deeper. Swung over to the left side. Corral to Ludina. And back out to Abdul Rahman. And Twin Stars are happy to use the whole pitch. Kugler is new into the match for the Minnesota Blizzard, wearing number 17. He's running across that 30-yard line there, the football designation, with his back to us there for a moment. So new into the match, Eric Kugler, Kugler. He's got a good cheering section today. They reacted to his announcement of being in the match over the public address. So about 5 minutes into this second half, but the Blizzard now find themselves down 2-0. They've had scoring chances, a couple of them anyway. They had several scoring chances against the Twin Stars when they played up at Park Center High School. Several great scoring chances right away in the match. Didn't quite finish them off. They ended up losing 3-2, so they did find the way to score, and they're going to need to do that today if they're going to get any points and come away with a good feeling here on this first game of the 3-game homestand to wrap up on the regular season. But a game of keep away is what the Twin Stars might be looking at now. Darbaki fires that one forward, goes off the head of Anderson, out of play, and a throw in for the Twin Stars. So off to the Dakota Fusion on Tuesday, Moorhead area, as I understand that, and then a home match at Park Center High School with Joy St. Louis Park next Saturday for the final 2 to go on the regular season for the Twin Stars. And right now they're in playoff position, and the result that is on the board right now in this one is certainly going to help them in a big way if that stands. Hermanson heads it, gets to the ball, and it's tackled away from him and results in a corner kick for the Blizzard. So a corner kick.
That's a Blizzard corner kick.
Frost racing out to it. So Hermanson, he goes to say howdy do to the keeper because he always lines up on his shoulder. Wolf is out front, Cascone top of the box, Anderson top of the box, and Frost with the cross. Wolf! Oh, just misses the opportunity there. Wolf on the back door, back post, and this is another corner coming over to this side. Frost.
Another Blizzard corner kick.
Third corner of the match. Hermanson still the one that stands right in front. Crashing in and headed out of there. Still active. Kugler goes down, turning, shooting was Anderson, but Katenga able to make that stop. So Blizzard with a couple of nice opportunities, but still down 2-0. 53rd minute. Fired ahead for Bokeen. Swung left side to Ludina. And that is Abdul Rahman who calls for it. And Twin Stars just playing the clock, spreading everybody out. Abdul Rahman finds a little opening. Ahead to Golzarian, who had the first goal of the game for the Twin Stars. Threads that pass through as well. Golzarian crashing in on the left side was Ludina, but an intercept by the Blizzard turns the ball over in the middle third. Anderson traps it. Left foot ahead. A little bit of speed going here. That is Hermanson, and it's poked away. Following up, though, and then sending it high.
Twin Stars goal kick.
Goal kick results in that. So way too much air underneath that one, and the Twin Stars begin with just a short kick from goalie Katanga. Out to Darbaki. He wears number 10 tonight. Then Bokeen gets pressured, but finds a man who's open for a moment, and then a little extra breathing room for Ludina, who returns it back to Corral. Corral. And Abdul Rahman. Darbaki, excuse me. And that one trying to make a circus stab with his foot was Ludina, but that just flew out of bounds past him. Atkins to Cascone, then Kugler, and just as his pocket picked, here's a chance. Abdul Rahman feeds to the right, and a good denial by Cascone, playing big and tall in the middle. Cascone out of Italy. Iron Wall, the Italian Wall is what the Facebook kind of promoted him as, leading into this inaugural season, and he's done a nice job on defense. Right back to Atkins, his pass. Kugler rolls past him, turned over. And then Darbaki dribbles through some traffic. Will tap over to Inajay. Darbaki top of the box. And then looking to curl that, headed out of there even as the keeper was going after it. And now a race to the loose ball right at midfield. Weffel for the Blizzard, Adika. And Adika wins that battle, and he's got some teammates there to help him. They'll swing it over to Corral. (2-0). The goal's coming in the 44th minute by Golzarian, and then just a couple of minutes after halftime, Akinola, 47th minute. That's Akinola, maybe looking backdoor. Cascone headed that. Lob to the middle of the pitch. Good job by Abdul Rahman to collect it and keep it away from the Blizzard, looking to put a little charge into the ball and rush him. Then a pass misfires, so a turnover to the Blizzard. Frost gets away from Abdul Rahman. And then his pass misses, so the Twin Stars do a great job of really forcing the Blizzard to play fast and turn the ball over on the out of bounds on the touchline for a throw-in for the Twin Stars. Getting closer to the point, we might have some substitutions coming in. But I'll tell you, Christian Brothers, great automotive services. Check them out at their Lakeville location or their 3 other locations in the metro.
Checking into the game for the Blizzard, number 21, Kevin Morales.
Kevin Morales is
Checking
into
out
the game.
Max Just.
And Max Just will take a seat. 21 Morales into the game for the Blizzard. Just going to check my lineup here. Yep, 21 Morales. Cisse. Taking it all the way back to tie in Katanga. That pass is turned over. Got the sun playing some tricks on the field right now with some sharp sun and some shadow. interspersed up the pitch. And this is a corner. Blizzard have a corner coming out of this, and Frost will line it up. Down 2-0. We're almost 60 minutes in. We've got some fans that have signs here to cheer on their players. I can't read the sign from behind, but that's fun to see. Frost keeps that one low, headed out. Then a quick batter back that goes off the crossbar. Was that Dubois that nailed that ball? Good chance for the Blizzard, inches away from maybe getting a goal in this case and cutting their deficit in half. Kugler plays through some pressure, then lost the ball. Blizzard have a lot of time, just have to keep positive on things. And dropping down to create a turnover, Atkins just got in the way. Gets it over to Hermanson. Hermanson's pass to Dubois. Just outside the penalty area. Chops that one, looking to cross it. It was behind his deep man in the box. Turned over at that point. Blizzard win it back. Hermanson drives it forward and out, and this will be a goal kick for the Twin Stars.
Goal kick, Twin Stars.
60th minute. Oh, we've got a sub coming in.
Checking in for the Blizzard, number 10,
Anwar Hamed.
Checking out number 16, Ashton Frost.
Ashton Frost goes to the bench. Hamed out of, he played at Two Rivers High School in the Twin Cities. Hamed does have one goal on the season. That one goal came in the season opener against this Twin Stars team. Blizzard trail by 2 here. Still not quite midway through the second half. Good pass guided through. Cascone comes up with the ball. Hooks it forward for Dubois without knocking it out. And then headed the other way on that drive by Dubois. Blizzard come up with the steal. Kugler had the steal. The ball, they get the ball back. Morales. He'll slow down and organize. Drop it off for Anderson. Anderson to Hamed. Hamed back to Morales. Some new fresh legs. Kugler didn't quite catch it. Atkins instead. Atkins comes across the top, drives it. Ooh, just wide right and past a diving Katanga. Wide right. Goal kick for the Twin Stars. Blizzard keeping up the pressure. Good. Here we go. One of the teammates, rather than Katanga, drives that one to the middle third. Headed back by a Blizzard player right onto the feet of Enajay. And then Adika got it forward and lost it. Hamed. And he has his pocket picked. Abdul Rahman. And a yellow is coming here. A yellow on Morales.
Yellow card has been called on the Blizzard, number 21, Kevin Morales.
Second yellow on the Blizzard. 2 yellows have been called on the Twin Stars in tonight's game as well. And a free kick from way out for the Twin Stars. Skies have cleared off quite nice. It was real clear earlier today. Then some clouds came in. Darbaki. Then from the right wing, looking top of the box area. Denied, but they keep it. Abdul Rahman right on. Two-handed grab up around his head by Ehlers. 2-0 Twin Stars leading the Blizzard. This call goes against Twin Stars, a foul on them. And Reed Wolf to Cascone. Then Morales gets muscled over by Darbaki. And the Twin Stars come up with the steal. That was an errant pass. So the Blizzard, once again, head up, looking what his options are. That was Atkins. Then Weffel through traffic, kept it. Weffel with a drive that's a little offline. And a goal kick for the Twin Stars Katanga. Just goes short on that one once again. They're happy to take their time going up the pitch in a game they lead 2-0. Chop to center, some good passing in tight quarters. Coming back on it is Ludina. And they'll tie in Katanga once again. And Hermanson is going to make him make a quick decision, or Atkins. I guess was that Atkins rushing in on that play? That was Hermanson. But so far it's worked out for the Twin Stars. They lose it, however, on the Blizzard half. And the Blizzard do everything they can to keep possession of it, but the extra pressure by the Twin Stars forces a turnover right back to them. Now Kugler pushes it back to Ehlers. Looking for Hamed. Turned over to the Twin Stars, and then there's a steal. Might have some numbers here as gets it over to the left side. There's a shot. It goes off the near post. Goodness, what an opportunity. Now Morales gets overrun. And a goal kick. Oh, frustration there for the Blizzard. What an opportunity for the Blizzard. And the ball goes off the near side post. So they've hit the crossbar and they've hit the post. That was Weffel with the chance. In this half, they've hit the crossbar and they've hit the post. In a game they trail 2-0. Still have about 25 minutes remaining, but golden opportunities don't come terribly often, or they're going to have to fight for more of them. Morales, nope, lost it. Tries to win it back from Abdul Rahman. Foul whistled against him. Fouls are unofficially 8-6. Fouls called on the Twin Stars. More so than the Blizzard, and each team has had 2 yellow cards issued. Corner kicks are 4 for the Blizzard, just 1 for Twin Stars FC. Hermanson gets tangled up. Play continues. Blizzard are trying to get on, mark their man as quick as possible, force some extra possession time. But the Twin Stars are answering in kind by also forcing the issue when the Blizzard have the ball. Here's Atkins. Atkins had a 2-goal game against Siouxland. Feathers that one forward to, was that Kugler? It was, and then Dubois. Lost it out, but it goes off of a Twin Star player, so a throw in for the Blizzard. They hurry things back into action. Clock not in their favor, even though there's more than 20 minutes left. Weffel for Dubois. Dubois can't get around that final player, running some interference in front of him, resulting in a goal kick. Well done by Edgar Ludina on defense for the Twin Stars. Back to Katanga. Has to play it with his feet. Cisse in front of players warming up on the Twin Stars sideline. They'll be sending in some subs shortly. Kugler comes back, can't get in the way. Akinola with a shot. Oh, and just wide. Ehlers goes airborne after it, couldn't get to it. but Akinola
Blizzard goal kick.
just missed. So a goal kick for the Blizzard, who quickly fire it back into action. Reed Wolf goes to Atkins, back to Wolf. Find an open man in the middle, Morales. Weffel looking for Dubois, but turned over in the middle third. 70th minute. Blizzard trail 2-0. The Twin Stars late first half. Golzarian early second half. Akinola with the 2-0 lead. Contact, turnover, some groans. Play continues. Groans from the crowd. That pass broken up. Finding Atkins on the open wing. Atkins chops that over to Hermanson. So the Blizzard have had some chances. They need to develop more. Pass, that one goes behind Atkins and is turned over. Darbaki lofts that for Abdul Rahman. He lost the handle on it. And then Atkins loses it back to Abdul Rahman. Akinola. Kugler on the steal. Kugler gets pressured right away. Not a lot of time to think. And Ehlers. You can hear coaches saying, go, 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 go. Force the issue. Hamed didn't have anyone right behind him. This will be turned over to the Twin Stars for a throw-in. X Hydration, the official sports drink and kit sponsor of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Check out the Arctic Blast flavor, sold at home games. And watch for it soon at Hy-Vee as well. X Hydration. Getting back to it, Golzarian. He has one of the goals. Hamed. All over him. But Golzarian protected it and found his teammate. Now Ehlers. That way he can pick up. Came to him off of a Twin Star player. Big punt. Weffel. Nifty footwork there to keep possession. Pass up the far wing, stolen by Adika. Cisse. Anderson gets in the way of it, but he'll kick it before it goes out of bounds. Atkins. Kugler tries to corral it there in the middle. He'll work on tying in and keeping possession through the defensive back. It went right off looked like it went off the head of that player in the middle of the Twin Stars, right back to Blizzard player. There's anticipating a pass leading to a steal for the Twin Stars. Centers this one to Enajay. Now Akinola. Ehlers. I think maybe there was an offside in there. There was. Akinola was offside. So Cascone will restart it for the Blizzard. They're down to about 17 minutes or so. 73rd minute at this point. 90 minute is full time, plus stoppage time, which is not adding up to a whole lot here in the second half yet. And the Blizzard down 2-0. Long pass ahead. What's that? Checking a new player into the match. I think for the Twin Stars. Oh, 20 is Vinny Lohr. Again, our number system was a little tricky tonight. 20 is Vinny Lohr. Just helping out Jim in the box next door to indicate a new player that just came on for the Twin Stars. Number 20.
Checking into the Twin Stars, number 20, Vinny Lohr.
Vinny Lohr.
Checking out number 7.
He replaces Bokeen. Lohr has had different numbers earlier in the season, and jersey numbers change from match to match, and so it just keeps us on our toes here in the press box. Foul against the Blizzard. I think we have another sub ready to come in. So this might be David Diawara, number 11. We were told he was going to be a starter, but they made a last-minute change on that.
Checking out for the Twin Stars, number 10, Rolando Barclay.
So checking out is Darbaki, and coming in is Diawara. So again, indication initially was Diawara would start. Instead, they bring him on off the bench, and he has a couple of goals on the season. So that's some power for the Twin Stars, who already lead 2-0. Under 15 minutes to go in regular time, with any stoppage time to be added onto that. A goal late in the first half, a goal early in the second half, and it's 2-0. Foul whistled against the Blizzard. Golzarian, he's got one of the goals, and Akinola has the other. Akinola, just a couple of minutes ago, had a great opportunity at a second goal. Cisse chops that one on the right wing. Back to Cisse. Ceesay. Finds Ludina wide. There's Diawara. Lost that to Weffel. Diawara once again. Pass, knocked down. Good job that time by the Blizzard player, Wolf. Knocked down that pass. Kugler putting on all sorts of pressure. Then a teammate able to come up with the steal. Muscled down by Enijay. Back to Ehlers. Maybe looking for Weffel. Cisse steps up on that. You can hear a lot of communication going on the pitch between teammates. Hermanson forces the issue a bit on Cisse, and the Twin Stars will get it back to Katanga once again. Diawara trying to create a little space for himself, and Cascone not able to keep it in as he was looking for Hamed. So a Twin Stars throw-in. Tackle there, and Kugler is slow to get up. Corral, Abdul Rahman, and Cisse. Slips down as he fires that pass ahead. Big collision, knocks down one of the Twin Star players. No whistle on that. Hamed. Pass intended for Atkins, but Ludina won't let that connect, and he'll start a rush of his own. Ludina. Edge of the box. Gets dumped down. No whistle again. He was outside the penalty box at the time anyway. For Weffel. Getting pretty physical here in these final 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes. Atkins back to Kugler. Kugler drives it up the middle. He's got Hermanson there. Hermanson denied by pretty sure that that was Adika, who was all over Hermanson. Substitution coming in for the Blizzard. New into the match is number 1, Gabe Lee.
Checking in for the Blizzard.
And right away, Lee in the box, has the ball, has it knocked away. It is a throw-in for the Blizzard. So Gabe Lee, new to the lineup, new to the pitch right now. Throw in by Atkins, who's trying to find Weffel. And Lee dashes after the ball, lost to the Twin Stars, little heel kick, turned back over. Lee overran it, Enajay. And Atkins slows it down. Wolf guides it over to Morales. A tackle effort is made by Vinny Lore, L-O-R, Lore. And playing through several Blizzard players as he was taking that ball up the pitch was Golzarian. He's got the first goal. He's got decent speed and has a ton of strength, it would appear, as well. Enajay puts it back and gets it back. We've gone past the into the 81st minute now of this match with a 2-0 lead for the Twin Stars as they try to improve on their playoff positioning as they came into today in a tie with Joy St. Louis Park for the 3rd spot in the playoff standings. 7-team conference, the Blizzard in the 7th spot. At the present time, with 2 matches after today, Joy and the top team, the Fusion, yet to come. Wolf for Morales. And then Hermanson lost that. Losing his footing a bit was the striker for that was Diawara. Lost his footing a bit, ball got back to Ehlers. And Ehlers looking for a teammate, that goes out. Hey, remember Monday, 4 to close, B52, downtown Lakeville. Watch USA versus Uruguay with members of the Blizzard. Plus, print out that flyer you can find on their social media, and 30% of sales will be donated back to Minnesota Blizzard FC. That's this Monday, July 1st, 4 to close at B52 Burgers and Brew, downtown Lakeville. Hamed. Kugler. Kugler has a little bit of space, even though the pass wasn't quite to his feet. Kugler back to Weffel. Weffel in tight quarters, gets pressured. And Morales. Blizzard keeping possession, but they're going the wrong way. About 8 minutes to go in full time. And then Abdul Rahman steals that ball right shy of the penalty box area. Good lead pass there. And then a collision at the midfield stripe. Play will continue on. Lee goes after the ball. And he got a little bit of that player for the Twin Stars, who's limping as he gets back to his feet. That was Ludina. And we have a player for the Twin Stars that remains down after that collision near midfield and just now brings a stoppage to play. Clock will run, but stoppage time will be added on at the end. Remember, Candidate Bloom Wealth and Solutions, committed to helping you succeed. The ways they can help you are based on experience, not quick wins or fads. Give them a call to discuss how they can help. And Herberts and Gerberts, the Blizzard sandwich sponsor. Visit the Lakeville location for an awesome sub. Trainer has made her way onto the field a few times here today. Looks like maybe cramps on this case. The way she's pushing up on that right foot. Enajay, Francis Enajay is the injured player. Blizzard started the season with numerous road games. I think it was 3 in a row on the road before they opened up their home schedule. And now this end of the season, their inaugural season in the NPSL, is 3 straight home games. After this one, Joy St. Louis Park on Tuesday. Take note of that, Tuesday, to keep it a little bit further away from the 4th of July. And then Saturday the 6th with Fusion. Behind the play, another player also, it looks like he's stretching out his legs, maybe due to avoiding some cramping. Not a hot, humid day by any means, but players who have been out there the distance are racing up and down the pitch. So Energy has come off the field. And we'll see who we have as the new player. Looked like NJ left. I didn't see who came on. Are they playing with just 10? I think they're playing with 10 right now. So they might just be getting NJ a breather, and he might come back on. A throw in for the Twin Stars. We're under 5 minutes remaining, plus any stoppage time. 2-0, Twin Stars. Looking for the season sweep, and if that's the case, the Blizzard will be continue to be denied their first victory. But there's time left. Blizzard know a lot of scoring can happen late. It happened last home game against them. Weffel. Oh, he lost it out. Yeah, I think that NJ is now just jogging back onto the field. Yeah, NJ left the field to be tended to, and they played with just 10 for a short time, and NJ is back on the pitch. Now, as it is, this Twin Stars team doesn't have as deep a bench as I think they're allowed. Indications before the match were that some players are off in another tournament, Hmong tournament that was going on at this point. So they were short some of their players. Not that the bench for the Blizzard looks a whole lot deeper, but I think there are maybe a couple of extra players. Obviously, there's limits on how many players can dress for a match. But NJ did return to the pitch. We're down here inside we're into the 87th minute now. Opportunity for the Blizzard. Coming out of the corner. Across to Atkins. And that one came off of him. Not how he wanted it, and they lost it momentarily. Now Kugler. And Kugler will circle back. He finds Reed Wolf. And Wolf kind of goes back across the grain, looking for Hermanson. Hamed, left foot toward the front, denied. Cisse got in the way of that. There's Energy. He's looking just fine now. Golzarian had it for a moment. Lee trying to steal. Ludina. And now Roos race to the 50-50 ball. Blizzard win this one. Atkins goes to Morales, back to him. Hamed got it, head on a swivel. He's got Hermanson on the left wing. Weffel and Lee go to the front of the goal. Cisse denies an opportunity on a rush by Hermanson. We're in the 88th minute. Hamed doing everything he can to keep it in play. Lost it on the touchline throw-in for the Twin Stars. Is there a sub waiting to come in as well? 12. That should be Barty. He's waiting to come in for the Twin Stars, and he is.
Twin Stars. Number 12, Aaron Barty, checking out. Number 15, Edgar Ledina.
Ledina checks out. Barty checks in. We're in the 89th minute. There'll be stoppage time. But the Blizzard need 2. A goal late in the first and early in the second by the Twin Stars, and they've been in control this entire second half. A Blizzard throw-in. Again, the couple of ball kids that have been here, they've been right on getting this play resumed quickly. Reed Wolf. Wolf looking backside. Pass comes all the way through. Hamed. And then at Hermanson, and lost in the high box area, high in the box. Wow, that was some nice work by Akinola. Put the stop on the ball, put the stops on himself, and get back to it. He's also got one of the 2 goals for the Twin Stars. We are in the 90th minute now. Pass for the new guy, Barty. Diawara hurdles Ehlers, who comes out to cover. Time running out. Back to Ehlers. And Diawara isn't letting the Blizzard even get out of the shadow of their own goal. Foul against the Twin Stars. Player for the Blizzard, slow to get back to his feet. That's Weffel. He's been working hard. Sweat pouring off of him. We've gone past the 90 mark, so we're in stoppage time now. Down 2-0. Big kick, puts it into the box. Headed out, so it's a throw-in rather than a sort of corner. A throw-in. Right in front, and getting over to it and cover up. Katanga. Cascone went up high to knock that one ahead to Weffel. Now Atkins. Oh, tried to thread it. It is still Blizzard ball. It's a throw in for the Blizzard. Trying to find Lee. We've got a sub. Is there a stop for a sub? I think the Blizzard are looking to get a new player in. Hamed is off. And new player coming on for the Blizzard. Got to wait till Hamed reaches the sideline. And this might be Jude Lee. I think that's number 2, Jude Lee. Throw in comes to Hermanson. Hermanson slips it through to Morales, but it was too strong for him. Now Kugler tries to trap it.
Jude Lee. Checking out number 10, Anwar Hamed.
Atkins leaves that for Lee. That was Gabe Lee. A center, a steal. Player goes down hard. Kugler to Lee. Lee to Atkins. Atkins, tough angle, keeps it in. A high penalty area. Kick goes high. And that was Jude Lee that put that one high. Goal kick for the Twin Stars. There probably isn't a lot of time left. We're in the 93rd minute, 3 minutes of stoppage time to this point. We wait for the referee to blow the whistles. 3 whistles to stop it. 2-0 Twin Stars. And battling for the ball, Morales. Goes back to Cascone. Cascone dipsy doodles his way past an attempted tackle. Then Kugler getting hassled by Abdul Rahman. Twin Stars continue to keep up the pressure, not letting the Blizzard get through the middle third. Headed onto the bench, another throw in. And that is it. So there's your full-time final, 2-0 in favor of the Twin Stars. final score.
Thank you for your hard work tonight.
Once again on Monday, 4 till close, B52, Burgers and Brew, downtown Lakeville. Watch Team USA against Uruguay with members of the Blizzard. Print out a flyer that you can find on their social media to get 30% of sales donated back to the Minnesota Blizzard FC, and take in the soccer match with members of the Blizzard at B52, Burgers and Brew in downtown Lakeville. So with the loss, the Minnesota Blizzard dropped to no wins, 2 draws and 8 losses. The Twin Stars pick up their 5th win to go with 2 draws and 3 losses. Golzarian scored late in the first half, 44th minute as I have it, and Akinola in the 47th minute gave the Twin Stars the commanding, as it turns out, 2-0 advantage. In that second half, the Blizzard hit the crossbar once and rattled it off the near side post a second time. So they were right there, but again, just missing those close opportunities. Addie on the camera, nice job. Thank you very much. Roy with the microphone here for tonight's matchup at Lakeville North High School, where that final score is the Twin Stars FC beating the Blizzard FC 2-0. For all of us with Game Time Media and the Minnesota Blizzard FC, thank you for watching. Have a good balance of your weekend. Hope to see you on Monday at B52. And then Tuesday back here, Joy St. Louis Park comes into Lakeville North High School in advance of that final game of the regular season a week from tonight, Saturday the 6th of July, when the the Dakota Fusion play here against Minnesota Blizzard. Again, 2-0, Twin Stars with the win. Thank you very much. Have a good night.